Hello, I'm Bill Anderson with the Chatham Artillery Barbecue Team, and today I'm going to show you how to cook one of the best steaks of your life. If you go to the grocery store or someplace like Sam's Club, you're going to find some steaks there, you know, like ribeyes, New York strips, T-bones. They run approximately somewhere in the $9 a pound range, and yeah, as we all know, they're choice steaks, so they can be a little tough at times. If you want something better, you move on up to the filet mignon. It's tender every time, melts in your mouth. But if you buy filet, you know, you might see those filet mignon steaks at the grocery, maybe with some bacon wrapped around the edges or something like that. It's $20 a pound. I can't afford that. I don't know about you, but I can't. So to get some cheap filet mignons, go ahead and buy this whole beef tenderloin. This is the cut of meat that the filet mignons come from. And you just slice them up yourself. This is in the range of about $11 a pound. So for a couple extra bucks, you're going to get something that's melts in your mouth, tender every time, juicy. One of the best steaks of your life. Even better than the steaks I told you about in a couple of newsletters back, the Finney method, where we took some thick cut ribeyes and we slow smoked them first, and then we seared them off on a hot grill. You could turn some choice steak into some prime steak if you use that method, but with these beef tenderloins, you don't have to go through all that trouble. Just a few minutes on a hot grill, and you got one of the best steaks you'll ever eat. On the cheap. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how to cut one of these things up. You could just open it up and start slicing away, you know. I like them about 1.5 inches thick. You can go up to 2 or 3 inches if you like. Might be a little pink in the center once you finish cooking it, but and a little bit more charred on the outside if you cut them that thick. But they'll turn out good any way you cut them. There's a little silver. Well, the silver skin I don't worry about. That's this stuff here. But these, see this sinew right here? That's what I'm gonna try. That's a little stringy, and I'm gonna cut that off. But I'm not gonna worry about the silver skin, because that'll sear right off, and you won't even notice it's there after this is cooked. I just stick a knife up underneath that sinew like that, and just fillet it off. You don't want that on there. One more piece on there. I try to keep these fillets as whole as possible without cutting too much off. all that fat's got flavor in it, and there's not much fat on there, but you can take a little bit off if you want. Some of this stuff like that. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna just start slicing my steaks. Cut this one on the end a little bit thicker. That's gonna make a nice steak. Let me see. Yeah, it's about like about 1.5 inches. 1 1/4 would be good. Like I said, all the way up to about 3 inches, depending on how you like it. I'm gonna try to get them all the same size. See, those don't even have much marbling in them, but I guarantee they'll melt in your mouth. And by the way, before I started cutting up my steaks, I got one chimney of just plain old briquettes going. Got those lit there, about ready to go. And over here I have a bed of unburnt briquettes, and I'm just going to pour those lit briquettes right on top of these unlit briquettes. And I'm going to get a real nice, very hot fire going. It takes about 15 to 30 minutes for your chimney to get going. And then once you pour them on top of the unlit briquettes over here, about 15 to 30 minutes, and you'll have a real hot fire going there, which is what you need to cook a good steak. Once you get down to the end, it gets a little thinner, so you might want to cut them a little bit thicker. And just leave that, just cook up that tip like that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to marinate them for 4 hours with some Moore's marinade. Moore's marinade is good. I'm going to cook 4 steaks today. Here's the way I do it. Just put them in a foil pan. Pour some Moore's marinade. Make sure it's cold, because you're going to put this all back in the refrigerator. You want to keep your meat cold while you're marinating it. So make sure this Moore's marinade is refrigerated or iced down before you use it, before you put it on the steaks, and bring it up about halfway on the steaks in a foil pan. And then what I do is hit it with some barbecue rub. I like this Rocky Mountain Products Southwest rub. As y'all know, I've won 4 grand champions with this. We have a big steak contest down here in Evans, Georgia, and last year it won first place using this. Chris Finney won first place. This year I used it and came in 5th place. And just sprinkle some on top. Good coating, because a lot of it washes off in the Moore's marinade. Then I flip them. And put a good coat on top. Now, if you don't, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 14 steaks out of this beef tenderloin. The rest of these you can just throw in a Ziploc bag and throw in the freezer. Use them some other time. You can vacuum seal them. You can also vacuum seal them or put them in Ziploc with your Moore's marinade and your rub already on the steaks and freeze them that way. That way you'll be ready to go once you thaw them out. So put this in the refrigerator. Put some foil on top. Put this in the refrigerator. And after 2 hours, I can't tilt that, but it's going to spill. But after 2 hours, come and flip them over. And once they're after 4 hours, they'll be ready to cook. I just take them right out of there and put them right on the grill. Okay, we're ready to start our fire now. Got some white hot coals here. Spread them out a little bit. About 15 minutes we'll have a seriously hot fire there, and that's what we want. We want to get good char on the outside, some nice grill marks, and get them done quickly. Put your grate on. My grate's a little dirty, but put your grate on and scrub it real good. Let your grate get real hot before you start scrubbing it. If your grate's clean, just maybe apply a little oil with a paper towel or something like that. Or you can take it off the grill and spray it with some of this spray, which I might do here. These steaks won't stick if you let them sit on the grill for you know, a couple minutes, 1 or 2 minutes, before you start turning them and messing with them. They won't stick as much. But when you immediately after you put the steaks on the grill, they'll stick a little bit. Okay, my coals are getting real hot. They're white. I've cleaned my grill off. I took the grill off and sprayed it with some spray, vegetable oil spray. I'll put that back on there. I'm going to give it just a minute for the grate to heat up a little bit more, because I want those nice hot grill marks on there. You're going to want to use some good heat resistant gloves, because working around this fire is real hot and it'll burn your hands. A good long pair of tongs doesn't hurt either. So let's get these steaks on there. Okay, I'm ready to put the steaks on. Just take them right out of the marinade, put them right on the grill. Just let them sit there, get a good sear on that side and some grill marks. This is only going to take a few minutes on each, 2 or 3 minutes on each side. I cook by, feel. I could tell when I like them, just by pressing on the top. But if you want to use a thermometer, I got this written down over here. Let me. Rare is going to be 130 degrees. Medium rare is 135. Medium is 145. Medium well is 155. Well done is 160. So, depending on how you like it, use a meat thermometer probe. If it starts flaring up a little bit on you, you can just put the lid on. That'll keep the flames down. I got the vents on the bottom of my Weber kettle grill open all the way, and my vents right here are open. So let it get a good sear on that side, some nice grill marks. If you want, you don't want to mess with it too early, because it's probably sticking to the grate a little bit now, and it'll release as you leave it there a while. And if your steaks are thicker, you might have to turn them 2 or 3 times. There's people on TV saying, oh, just turn your steak once and all this stuff and that. No, that's bull. Turn the steaks as many times as you want. All depends on how much sear and caramelization you want on each side. If you like them burnt, of course, burnt and rare in the middle, bleeding, then just turn them once. If you like them, medium like I do, with I don't like them burnt on the outside. I like a little caramelization, but so I probably turn them about twice. What I can do here is get some good grill marks on there. Helicopter going over. Yeah, I should have my heat resistant gloves on, man. It's hot. Woo. What I did while that helicopter was going over was I gave it a 1/4 turn. That'll give you that nice diamond grill marks. Get some good caramelization on there. Just a few more seconds on this side and it'll be done on that side, and I'll flip it over. That one's nice. Looking good. By the way, I went to one of those roadhouse type steak places a couple days ago, and their filet mignon was about $30 with 2 sides, and it was just a 12-ounce filet mignon. So you're getting you can cook up a steak dinner here for about somewhere in the $10 to $15 range, and I guarantee it'll be better than something you can buy in a roadhouse grill. Give them a little turn. Ooh, that's hot. What I do is just press it on the top, see what kind of tenderness I'm looking at. That's how I tell whether or not it's done to my liking. I can tell these are getting real close to being done. And any way you cook these, well done, rare, whatever, they'll be tender. Melt in your mouth. Man, those look good. Woo! Check that out. Okay, one thing you want to remember is always let your steaks rest for about 10 minutes before you start eating them. And while I got my coals hot over there, I'm going to cook up some mixed vegetables, roasted mixed vegetables. And one thing you know, a lot of people will put these vegetables on a skewer or something like that, but if you want to save yourself a whole lot of trouble, go out and get one of these stainless steel mesh pans. They come in all different shapes and sizes. Save you a whole lot of trouble putting all these vegetables on the skewer. What I got is just some frozen California style mixed vegetables. I'll drizzle them with a little olive oil, not much. Put a little of my barbecue rub on there. Southwest, maybe a little salt if you want it. Put whatever seasonings you want on there. Toss it. Whoop, one got away. Put them right in your pan, put it right on the grill. Toast them up real nice, and you got a little side, you know, nice little side item to go with your steaks. Nice and quick. You can either stir them up with a spoon or toss them. It'll be hot, so you don't have a long handle on your basket. Just use some gloves. Give them a shake. Whoop. back in there. Or you can stir it with your tongs or a wooden spoon or something like that. So next time you go down to the store and want to cook up some steaks, get yourself a whole beef tenderloin, cut it up into filet mignon steaks. It'll only cost you a little bit more, but they'll melt in your mouth. No more eating tough ribeyes or T-bones or sirloin. You'll never buy one of those cuts again. Okay, our vegetables are done, and we're going to see how these steaks taste. They've been resting about 10 or 15 minutes. Nice and juicy. Melt in your mouth. Veggies are nice and caramelized. Got some good smoke flavor on them. They're good too. Next time you cook a steak, do it this way. We'll see you next time.